Yeah, Jamie, 40 minutes in which it seemed neither side was able to get a real firm grip on the game.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing for us. We gave them a couple of tries, little soft tries. It's very hot out there, as you can tell and see. I think in the second half for us, really, we just need to be a lot more decisive in our actions, and what that looks like is having to go more.
And obviously fitness will play a huge role. You boys had a training session yesterday. Is that part of the plan as well?
I think fitness is going to play a role, but it's the humidity here is extreme, so guys with the biggest tickets, the biggest hearts, so I think we're going to come through in the end.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, mate.
Have a go more as loose forwards speak for get stuck into the breakdown. Stephen Bates.
Yeah, I tend to agree, and we touched on it a little bit. They're very hesitant. There's one thing about playing sort of field position in this heat, I can understand that. But just when they do attack, which something the Stormers have been very good, they've attacked with real distinction. Sunwolves could learn a thing or two from them.
Du Plessis and the restart, Michael Leach. Eventually gets the ball back. And we know from last weekend at Chichi Bunamia Stadium and a very warm second half against the Reds, the Sunwolves were full of running and they win the ball in the air. Yamada turns the ball back on the inside. Now Britt's got a nice ball from Lafayette, but then he loses the ball. Sinatla looking for some field position, doesn't find it. Goes between the legs of Hayden Parker. Matsushima. Frantic start to the second half from the Sunwolves and the Stormers. Matsushima trying to make something out of nothing. Recycle the ball down Tanaka. Parker. We talk about razzle dazzle. Tanaka again. Matsushima on the inside. Shota Horier. Another offload. Little with a tip on Michael Leach. And he's out. What a start to the second half.
Well, Toby Joseph said have a go. Someone's taken the L plates off and they've had a go all right, that's for sure. It'll be the key to balance. I see Rich. I see that we've got Miller on and he's on in the loose head side, obviously.
Yeah, he's come on for Ishihara at loose head, as you say, at half-time. But what a great start. That's one of the reasons for Kuoka got picked, was his aerial ability to go up there and chase those kicks. Rich just unlucky there to lose the ball, but what a great start for the Sunwolves. This is how they've got to play in this 40 minutes. Really use their fitness and push the Stormers from side to side.
Ramon Samuels for Van Sale, the captain.
I think it's important as well as when you talk about the Sunwolves and you talk about having a go. They do have a tendency when they have a go just to be all-out attack. They've still got to find a balance. First half they probably kicked it a little bit too much, but they've got to find a balance as the Stormers did in the first half. They kicked, but when it was time to play, they really played, and the balance is hard, as you see. There you go, Leach just penalised for getting a hook on him and dragging him down. Fair enough penalty. And here's a chance for the Stormers. If they put a good kick in here, we've seen them put a few mauls together already today.
Standing kick from
you got the front, okay?
Du Plessis.
All right, so what's the contact in the air and then the front lift up? All right.
So this is going to put them just inside the Sunwolves 22 on the left side of the park. Great field position.
Interesting, you see Carr, he's at the boot too. So heads up, they'll probably drive, a long way to drive, 25 metres. Let's see if they do that.
So Ramon Samuels for Van Sale, the captain. Now the line-out drive on the 22. Duvanaka waits. Again, good meters going forward from the Stormers forwards. There's the first caution. Now the ball along the ground for Sinatla. Haven't been able to find the most of the game, Sinatla. But he's a champion player out on that left side. A superstar of the world's 7th circuit.
How many? Yeah, how many you got? Two.
You see a little drop in behind here. You talk about Sinatla, they're superstars on all wings for both sides. The only one that's getting involved much is Dylan Lazo. Big throw here for Shote Horier.
Right. Brits.
No hands down, Black.
Hayden Parker standing deep in the in goal. Gets the ball just beyond the 22.
Funnily enough, we saw in the first half, the Stormers unable to get out of this part of the field. Now the Sunwolves in the first 4 minutes struggling to get out. As you can see there by the AR's flag, the wind does favour the Stormers, but it does come and go.
Six-man line out. Going long, spreading them. Everybody.
Yeah, a little knock on from Black there.
Came forward off. Looked like Sinatra was making a play for the ball.
So we just need that space on that side, okay? I'm going to jump on that far side, just make sure you keep the space.
Sunwolves scrum, they've been struggling in the first half, but they've got a nice solid scrum here and give Parker plenty of time to hopefully put in a big clearance so they can start playing in the opposition half.
See next to you down there, Rich, there's plenty of movement on the Sunwolves bench. The bench will be very important for both sides, I can imagine, in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like Emery and Tokunaga, well, I was going to say the tracksuit, but there's no need for that. They're ready and we'll probably go on in the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Fine! Set!
Tanaka,
Balls out!
Panasonic. Hayden Parker with a midfield bomb. Maria comfortably. In spite of having a couple of defenders to deal with, secures the ball. Duplessis put the ball behind Fukuoka. Quick throw, a little 1-2 play. Fukuoka and Parker.
Hold!
Now Maria doesn't take it cleanly. Shake to kick. He's at the line, Maria. Ball is loose, offloaded. Michael Little. Good run from Little. Tanaka. Spicked again, Tanaka. Dylan Lades. Under pressure, a smooth clearance.
And unfortunately for Tanaka there, his wing was way back still on the halfway Fukuoka there, but this is easy. There's a little intercept here. Rafaeli grabs it. We saw a few of those in the first half. And he gets away to start up the attacking raid. And unfortunately for Tanaka, Fukuoka was still back on the halfway. He was the man he was looking for with an express pace to chase that kick down. Willie Brits comes off. Tokunaga comes on in the number 8 position for the captain, Willie Brits. There he is out of the Toshiba club. Jason Emery, we know him. People from New Zealand, from the Highlanders.
Brits has got an issue with his left arm. Partey with the line out. Word and now Yamada. Right side play, Lafayette. Good, strong line from Lafayette. Second man play for Sam White. Matsushima running the decoy. Tanaka. Another 2 decoys. Jason Emery, first carry. Tanaka, quick. Little. Nice boy up the back door, but not a lot Yamada can do. Tanaka, flat, foot here. Asahana with the pick and go. Miller gets him within 10. Poirier. The numbers out on the left. Rafaeli, first receiver. Tries to get the ball away and the tackle does Michael Little. But it's rolled forward. Building nicely too there. They did have numbers. They
They're wearing the Stormers down, and you can't see on your TV screen, but there's a lot of hands on heads. That ball there, you see there's 3 men out there for the Sunwolves. A couple more rucks. Who knows what could have happened? Patience. You need a bit of patience.
Guys, time's still on. Let's go.
Tell you what, call me old-fashioned, but it can't be fun for Michael Little playing with a lion's mane on his head in this heat.
Duplessis. A little tap from Hayden Parker. Not a lot in that.
Placements keep coming down there, Rich, for the Sunwolves. Have gone early, haven't they, in the second half?
Yeah, they have. I've seen Sam White to just come off. Tanaka has come off, which obviously means Nagare will be on to skip it side from scrum half.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a late hit.
And Uwe Hello obviously on here for Sam White.
Penalty against you where it went out. 15 metres in, okay.
Penalties against Hayden Parker for the late tap.
Up here for a late hit on the kicker.
On Duplessis.
One of those strange laws, isn't it? Because Dialande ran way in front of the kicker there to block a couple of Sunwolves players. He gets away with it, and then a little tap from Parker gets penalised downfield against the Sunwolves.
That's the report I got from the late hit.
There it is. Late. High. No arms, but the rule's the rule.
I suppose at the end of the day, you've got to think too from Parker, that wasn't the best clearance. And they did have good field position. Duplessis' kick wasn't the best kick he's put in all day. They did have field position. So, unfortunate, but a bit of a waste from Parker. Stormers come in with a short line out. But I do find that hard. He's in the air. I don't know about that one, but it is what it is.
Samuels goes long, a very good line-out win from front sail. And then the ball going forward off Van Beek.
17-10, 10 minutes into the second half. I just feel that this game is in the balance right now. I think the Stormers score another try, they could potentially run away with it. The Sunwolves look to build some phases. I believe they could make it a very difficult afternoon for the Stormers. 30 minutes to go, and right now, in the next 10 minutes, is a very interesting period of the game.
They brought on Nagare, who's known for his quick service. That's the Suntory style of rugby, the quick ruck ball, the quick getaway from the scrum half. So the ideal man if they are now to up the pace against the Stormers.
Captain of Suntory and the Sunwolves, Nagare. Nice ball for Jason Emery's into a half gap. Matsushima coming in off the right foot to kick the play. Going, but look at this defence from the Stormers. Driving the Sunwolves back, and they're going to be rewarded with a feet at the scrum. Outstanding defence from the Stormers.
Damien Delende, well done. Well done. Saw there was only one man, there he is there on screen. He saw there was only one man over the top of the ball. He thought, I'll have a crack at this. There it is, here's the end of it. This is when Ed Kirk's trying to clean things up. But before this, Delende was a man who started the initial counter ruck, and this is a result off the back of his good work. Here he is again, getting the last one. Ben Redsburg on this tight-hand side. We look at the scrum, 100% it says here, but certainly the scrums have been Stormers. Ben Redsburg's putting all sorts of pressure on this side of the scrum.
And what a good scrum from the Stormers. Now they go wide. Dylan Light was looking for Muddy, trying to get the ball away in the tackle. Had an age to recycle, but they do. Duplessis. That's shot there. Hordier and Duplessis is kicking. Has been accurate, consistent, and a real thorn in the side for the Sunwolves.
What a kick, what a kick. First, what a movement by the backs, and then Dylan Lades to get over the advantage line. And then just such a wonderful kick. Here it is here. We see the man of the moment. 50th game has been in absolutely everything today. To the long time to release, but a work on the ground, he gets away with it. But Duplessis, this is magnificent and just what his big forwards are after. Going forward to lineouts.
All right, let's go.
Shot up. Hordier. Experienced. Player Harting with another line-out win at the back. Nagare for Sinatla. Loses the ball forward. There's an advantage with the Sunwolves.
Building a high ball is probably not something that Sinatla's had to do an awful lot in Hong Kong. A lot of experience here. He's been the tour guide for the Stormers. Here he is, the 7 superstar, and he's saying that he was loving being back here in Hong Kong, where he's obviously done so well for the South African Sevens team.
Talk about the game and the balance at the moment. I see a man who's got plenty of experience and a very, very good footballer. And Khaleesi about to come on for the Stormers in jersey 20.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And Nagare, not a lot of room. Matsushima trying to put a bit of footwork on Sinatla, who does enough to hold him up. Nagare, Hordier shifts it. Parker with shows and goes, thought about an offload, couldn't make it. Michael Little, again he's away from the first defender. Little, Nagare, Hati, quickly now for Asahala. Good momentum from the Sunwolves. Nagare, Rafaeli with a second man play. Jason Emery. 25 metres out now, the Sunwolves. Nagare goes wide for Miller. Parker. Tokunanga. Trying to keep the play alive then. 24 metres out now. Parker at the line, long ball. And the offload on the inside, Michael Leach. And what a try for the Sunwolves. Fabulous finish. Harting. Football at its very best in Hong Kong from the Sunwolves.
Outstanding. They finally put a few phases together without dropping one, and this is exactly what they can do, the Sunwolves. Lovely little pass by Leach to finish the movement. They go in, and here it is here. This is the back of 5 or 6 phases going side to side. Michael Leach, that's a great little offload. Takes 2 men with him.
We'll go 2-minute break now.
And just before the water break, Hayden Parker will tie it all up at 17 all.
Yeah, they've been called the barbarians of Super Rugby for the way they play. It's that way of creating chaos in the opposition, running at it whenever they can, as Hayden Parker adds the extras. But that really was superb rugby. The back of the forwards and the backs were there, and that last pass from Leach to a second row forward who scores under the post. That's Sunwolves rugby at its very, very best.
Here it is here again, as we see. This is just the back end of the movement. Parker, they're all nice and square. Matsushima does a great job there, and Leach takes 2 players with him. They're hitting the score underneath the bar against his fellow countrymen. And at the moment, we've got a couple of minutes for a water break. As we see the game really in the balance, and the Stormers bring on Khaleesi for the last 20 minutes, who we know is A, a fantastic footballer, and B, a wonderful leader. So it'll be interesting to see what influence he's got on the game.
One thing we know about the Sunwolves, they can finish big in the heat. Saw that against the Blues at Chichibunamia in 2017. We saw it last weekend against the Reds. Again in Tokyo. And it is a warm day. Atsushi Tanabe on the left, Slushy. One of the assistant coaches, the legend of the game in Japan. The fans here are warming up. It's 17-all. They are starting to think that something special might be about to unfold in the last 20.
Just looking at those fans, special mention to all those fans that did fly in from Japan for the game today. I met a couple before the game that had flown in overnight. They'd come straight from the airport. There's quite a few expat Japanese here as well. But they really have got a great support, a great following, and when you see tries like that, you understand why. And that's obviously going to be great for the neutrals here in Hong Kong as well, of which there are plenty.
It's a special and historic occasion. The Sunwolves played the first Super Rugby game in Tokyo. They played the first Super Rugby game in Singapore. Today they're playing the first Super Rugby game in Hong Kong. They are well and truly the face of Asian rugby from a Sanzar and world rugby perspective. New territories, new fans, new viewers, and new interest. It's a heck of a travel schedule that we expect of them. Not a complaint from the team or the organisation. And what about this guy, Michael Little, on your screen? If we would have a conversation about the top 4 number 12s in the competition, he would be in it, Michael Little. Very powerful 60 minutes from him so far. Duplessis, Matsushima. And Michael Little, aggressive and accurate. And more importantly, Stephen Bates is busy with the football. Duplessis. What a game he's had today for the Stormers. 17-all. Corlisi. Maria at first receiver, caught running laterally.
He's missed it.
Herber, that's on. Duplessis is trying to turn the Sunwolves back. Another outstanding kick. Emery throws it to himself. Parker trying to quickly send the Sunwolves into better field position.
We talk about the Sunwolves, they want to speed the game up. They want to play this game with pace and running around. We talk about the Stormers, though. They need to go back to what's best for them. Let's get a maul going from this. Let's get some pick and goes. Let's get direct. That's what's worked for them. You don't need to play entertaining rugby if you're a Stormers fan. You need to play winning rugby. They can do it at their best with the likes of Lades, but let's go back to work. Let's go back to mauling. Let's go back to what's been good for them. Go direct.
Come on, Samuels. Partang got a hand to it. Tukananga, Hayden Parker, Michael Little. Again, they're on the edge. Rafaela with a kick along the ground. It's going to beat them into touch. Another smart piece of football from the Sunwolves.
Yeah, very, very smart. I think he would have quite liked that one to stay in. There was 4 Sunwolves men chasing after it. And only Maria coming across and cover.
4-man, boys. Stay there, Red.
Four-man lining up. Samuels. Nicely done by Victoria, but it's knocked on. There's an advantage. Jason Emery. The advantage is over. Emery away from the first defender.
Let it come, boys. Red's got that.
McGarnett. Miller. Nagade. Lynn. Parker. Quick hands. Michael Leach. They are turning the heat up, the Sunwolves. Down the Stormers into the park.
Yeah, they certainly are. And I mentioned for the Stormers, they've got to go back to what they've done best. As we see, they clear wide. They go through the phases. Little again, we've mentioned, who's been very, very good. Parker, lovely quick hand. Leach might have wanted to take this one back. But we mentioned the Stormers, they've got to go back to what's best. Delende, he knocked one on, and their line out has missed. Two things have been massive for them. They need to shore those things up.
Then Michael Leach pulled him down. Van Sale, the captain, that's been pulled down. It's the second time that Michael Leach has been called for that.
So you heard the referee second time, just hooks that arm in there.
That's the second time, another one, you got to go.
Well, there we go. Last warning.
Well, he's an experienced player. Michael Leach will cost his team field position.
To be fair, he's probably trying to make up for that kick that he put in, and then he's doubled up
Hey, boys,
with a mistake.
It's a penalty against him for a man who's gone down, he's been injured. If it needs to be seen, he'll be
Going
seen.
back to that kick, though, you can see what the Sunwolves are trying to do. They are trying to turn this big Stormers pack and the backs around as much as possible. Put that kick behind the defence, make them turn and use up the energy so that when they can get quick ball, they then go wide.
Samuels at the front of the line now. Van Sale, and now the drive from the Stormers is a good one. Ramon Samuels is in control of the maul at the back. Duvanaka's happy to let the boys carry on. And then the ball is stolen by Helu. That's a big steal. Nagare turning the Stormers around. Duvanaka is caught by Hodier.
Out to.
Samuels, Kolisi, and Noche. Couple of fresh forwards that conceded the penalty. 17 all and 17 on the clock.
What a play by that man there, Uwe Helu, who didn't play an awful lot of top league rugby at all last season. He broke his arm playing for the Great Blossoms against the Wallabies in November. But he really showed some superb strength there to rip that ball clear and set up the position from which Parker can possibly give Sunwolves the lead.
As you look at that here, he comes from the inside, the tackle's completed, gets over the ball. But what you've also got to remember is he was also the man who turned the ball over the maul. So he was a man who got them initially on the front foot by turning the ball over maul time, and then he gets it on this and turns the ball over, and now he's got his team a shot at goal from Parker, who, as we know, does not miss much. Big 2 minutes from Helu.
For the first time in the game, the Sunwolves are in front. They trailed 12-0, 17-7, 17-10 at the half. And now Parker, as a result of great work from Helu, has put them in front by 3. 6. Michael Leach. Nagare for Little, always makes himself available. Michael Little, and the quality of his carries are outstanding. Well, and Lades loses the ball forward. Trying to make up for it, will come back for the scrum.
As a tactic the Sunwolves have used time and time again. It's almost a defensive bomb, isn't it? They go to the middle and they bomb on Lades or they bomb on Sinatla. They have come up trumps more times than not, apart from that spectacular try that Lades did score to get proceedings underway today.
I guess the reason for that is Just trying to catch a big bar of soap when it's coming down from 30 metres or whatever, it's going to be difficult because that ball is very, very slippery out there.
Crouch! Burn! Front row, come over here, boys.
Just going back to what we were saying about Michael Little, I mean, he's played all but 14 minutes of the 8 games that he's played, beaten 36 defenders, and it is that ability to beat the defender, beat 1 or 2 tacklers, and then set up the ball, which does give the Sunwolves such a great launch, in which Parker can launch his backs or put in those kicks.
It's his late footwork that's impressive to me, Rich. Well, he's not a big man, and he goes to the line, go hard and does go straight, but then he's got very late footwork, which makes him hard to tackle. And as a small man with late footwork, it is quite hard to get a decent shot on him.
Crouch!
So Utara Nagade and 21 for the Sunwolves. Very much the future of Japan rugby, both in the 9 jersey and leadership. Rafaele, another cutout ball for Matsushima. A double misplay to get them on the edge of the Stormers' defence. Harting. Nagade. There. Good chase. Not in a lot of room for Senatla. Detroit. Divanaka. Emery loses the ball forward. 2 knock-ons. First one by the Sunwolves.
Okay, thank you. Just make it. Sure. Get away. Thank you.
Here's the opportunity the Stormers have been looking for. Haven't played with them much territory in the second half. Had one opportunity through a line-out, which didn't go well for them. And here's an opportunity for them to build a bit of pressure, or at least get a bit of field position. As we see Duplessis coming off, and it looks like Lades has gone into the 10 jersey, and we know what he can create.
Well, they're looking to run the football, the Stormers. Down by 3. Good scrum, outstanding scrum from the Stormers, and they win the penalty.
And that's what you talked about when you talk about going back to your strengths. This is it, and if it was Duplessis was still on the field, I'm pretty sure they'd be pointing for posts. But interesting who the kicker will be out there. Maria, he'll be the kicker, won't he?
Okay, having a shot, guys.
And that's what you talk about when you talk about going to your strengths. They've had the wood on them at scrum time all day, the Stormers. They just kept it in scrum, kept the pressure, and this is the result.
Yeah, listen, on that last one, okay, just make sure it's steady before you
It's just
put that
constant
in.
pressure.
You
see, they just keep moving forward. The Sunwolves trying to wheel it round, but they just keep chucking forward.
I understand, mate. You're up.
Marie. Nice. So we are tied up. 20 apiece with 10 on the clock.
Just a couple of bits of movement there on the Sunwolves bench. Van Dijk's the prop, Von the tight head prop, and Tamura is coming on as well.
Are we good with those subs?
Hayden Parker. Kulisi loses the ball. Scrum, it will be. If they don't get enough advantage, Jason Embry, Matsushima with a right foot step, thought about an offload. Emery. Nagare. Hunting, he's good, Hunting. Chokahuri here, helping out to get the big lock. Some more meters, they're into the 22. There. Commits two defenders. Miller. Strong carries from the Sunwolves. Parker. Show them more Parker. Gave it late. 2 meters short now. They need a quick recycle.
Excuse me?
Matsushima. The ball was lost forward. They are going to be formidable in the closing minutes, the Sunwolves. Make no mistake about that.
I missed it live, but there must have been a small little knock-on by maybe by Ed Quirk in that breakdown. But you did right, they are coming, aren't they? They are certainly coming. Here we go, we've seen this a couple of times. It led to Emery's strike. Parker squares it up. He gives it to Quirk, and there must be, yeah, there it is there. Just slight little knock-on there. In the ruck, well picked up, not yet. Drew a knock-on. They held on to that one there. They would have probably gone into the right-hand corner. Big replacement too is Jamie Joseph. That's an extreme close-up. One coach animated, the other not too sure. We see Tamura there. Well, he wasn't there on the top of the screen there. He's come on for Little. He's been outstanding. Tamura, a natural 10. So they've got two genuine playmakers on there now, the Sunwolves.
We saw last week with Tamura on in the closing minutes. It was his long passes that helped Samaki grab a couple of tries at the end of that game, and that is what the Sunwolves will have in these closing moments. Those two distributors able to put the ball wide, because that's obviously how the Sunwolves are going to look to win this.
They're scrum with a new set of props on as well.
Their power and stability of the Stormers scrummers again to the fore.
You see the props or not, doesn't matter, same result.
Do you see that from the back line?
Here we go from the Stormers, locked up 20 all. Maria, great kick, very good kick. Just go back to what they do best, as mentioned before. And here it is here again. Just collapsing at the hips here, bringing it down.
So that was you,
the Georgian international.
That was on you for collapsing that?
Yeah, I just slipped her in it.
Okay.
And again, Stormers, although we know they can do, they don't need to be too enterprising. They need to go back what they do best. They've got to win this line out first, though.
Victoria. Oh, another unforced error.
Red back line, all offside, boys. Numbers shoot.
And this is interesting. How's the range? How is the range? Has he got 55 metres in him? We're at sea level, don't forget. Not a doubt in his mind. He just looked straight to the post, said, I've got this.
The numbers on that shoe.
Disappointing for that man. He will not be happy with that. But has
Shoe, what numbers,
Maria
please?
got 55 metres in his boot.
All of them.
Really, the crowd weren't very happy with that as well. Quite a few boos here, which is not something we hear a lot.
Thank you.
Chichibuno Mia, but they're not happy with that decision, which was offside in the midfield.
Certainly not mucking around, is he? Straight into it.
Great job. Great job. Right here. Unfortunate to hear that booing, but under pressure, calm. Got the job done. Robbie Fleck knows the importance of staying the course, staying professional, with their hands on the ball, and deny Sunwolves any time with it. Taken in nicely by de Klerk.
Release, Red! Red, release! Release, Red!
Duvanaka. Chase coming from Sinatla, perfectly timed on Jason Emery. But great work from Ed Quick. Sunwolves, Nakade.
Use, boy, use! Let him go now.
From the base, Fukuoka with the chase, loads with a spectacular play. Take the ball in the air,
Let's see it.
no concern for his own safety. Mare picks the gap between Matsushima and Hayden Parker. That is a terrific kick.
Terrific kick with just over 4 minutes to go, playing exactly where they want to play too. As you see here, this is a great contest, isn't it? Look at this for timing, and whack. But some great work here, as you mentioned, from Ed Quirk to get in. But Sinatla, that is great timing.
Butler, Georgia, the throw, Leach with the line-out win. Matsushima's at the line. Nagade, Parker, cut out ball up by Elliott. Time is against the Sunwolves, they've got to go for it.
Nah, you're off it.
Nagade, Tamuda with a tip on. Nice carry, Lafayette.
Oh, black!
Nagade. Good offload, Harte. Nagade. Parker. Quick hands, Matsushima. Stepping away from Intabini. Hilu. Offload. Harting. Loses the ball backwards, quick. They need to keep the ball. Hilu. Lafayette at first receiver. Two defenders waiting for him. Parker. A little chip and chase. Needs a good bounce. Parker! Yes! Can they recycle? Stormers are making a play at the ball. Nagade. Referee says it's all good. Sinatla gets the ball away. Khaleesi. Detroit. Van Rijk. Whoa! Took the tap in front of the mark.
Now we saw Madea step up and slot one over. Has Parker got this kind of range? We saw him slot a couple of big ones last week in Tokyo.
Take the line out. What have they got to lose?
Shot.
Looks like they're going to take the shot.
Okay.
By the time this kick's done, there will be no time on the clock.
Yeah, I know, but you got to take it behind the mark, yeah?
Why wouldn't you go for the time? Try and win it when you're 1 and 9.
And we see here, the man himself, Parker, was involved in the tackle. And Hilu again, for the third time today, has had some kind of impact in his 25 minutes that he's played. He gets his third turnover of the day.
I was going to say this must be on the edge of Parker's range, and when you consider he's played 78 minutes in this heat as well, this is going to be some kick if it goes over.
Well, he's kicking though, Rich. He'd be a brave man to bet against him.
Smarter people than me running the game, but I would have gone for the line. 23 points to 20. Not a lot of time left. He has been such a key figure in recent weeks. Hayden Parker. His pass selection, his leadership, and his goal kicking has been on point. Hayden Parker locks it up at 23-all. And they're going to get the ball back from the kick-off for Sunwolves.
They have drawn before, 17-all.
Oh, Matsushima, one of the few match winners they've got. Parker looking for field position. He's just given the ball to Leeds. The referee's happy with the challenge from Fukuoka. Into Benny. Maria is at first receiver. Van Rensburg. 23-all. Are they going to play for the draw? Well, they're going to roll the dice. The Stormers need the championship points.
Stormers are here to win. They don't want to come away from this with a draw.
They don't want two. They need 4 points. Raymond Rowe. Van Rensburg. They're trying to run the clock down or play for the penalty.
Use it, Ron. Use it.
They need to win, the Stormers. They need the championship points. They've got control of the ball. They've got field position. We know they can be patient and clinical. The Stormers. They'll happen. Detroit. Marie, they are now within goal kicking, drop goal position. The Sunwolves can't make an error. Not sure. Detroit. Great patience from the Stormers and good discipline so far from the Sunwolves. Great job, the ball's been stolen in the tackle. Now there's a chance for the Sunwolves to pinch this win at the end. Tamuda, Hayden Parker, the chip over the top for Fukuoka, wins the race in the ground. Needs to keep the ball alive, Parker. Now they've got field position. Nagari. Tamura quickly. Raffaele, the right arm available. Now Miller, 25 metres out the Sunwolves. Nagari, out the right side, Tamura. Matsushima. Now they're inside the 22, the Sunwolves. Helen, at the line. Nagari. Well and truly over the 80-minute mark, Raffaele. Tamuda. Hayden Parker, the drop goal. Hayden Parker gets the ball through the post. Hayden Parker. They've stolen the game at the death. The Sunwolves, what a finish. What a play. And what a player to do it. Hayden Parker. Wonderful, wonderful finish. The Sunwolves found a way. They were down by plenty. They hung on, showed character, showed resilience, and in the end, they got the play that mattered. Hayden Parker. There it is. One shot to win the game. Gets it done. Hayden Parker.
Oh, I thought when they went back to him, I thought to him, where are you going? You're too far away. You're too far away. He knew exactly what he was doing. Slots it right down the middle, and you should see the emotion. There it is there. 26 to the Sunwolves, 23 to the Stormers. What a day in Hong Kong.
Fabulous game, an historic first-up fixture. 26 points to 23. The Sunwolves beat the Stormers.